Kapoots.
Yo, what's up? I'm Sir Esters,
It's your boy Jay.
It's B Scripts.
and we're the Unintelligent graduates, and classes in session. So you already know how we
Ding
start
ding.
this off. Let's talk about how everybody's week been. Go ahead, start it off, Jay.
Oh damn, shit threw me off. Man, not
Yeah,
much,
pump
man.
fake.
Just realizing that the way that I have been streaming and going about trying to make content, I have really been using blood magic and necromancy to make this shit work, bro.
It's a lot
Because
of damn work, ain't it?
I'm doing all this shit on a Mac, and a lot of people are a lot of the tutorials that I because since we've been doing this shit, even when we were podcasting, I've been it's all self taught. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the research and all that shit, and everybody's doing this shit on PC. But like, I was supposed to do a stream. Well, I did a stream Wednesday, but it was like all my software needed to get updated, and some of the shit updated automatically. But then it turned out like my operating software was too old. Some of the apps even said, "Hey, you're running on a version of Mac that is way too old." I'm like, "Well, fuck you too." You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I haven't updated my Mac software is because I'm running Adobe Creative Suite CS6. Long story short, it can't run on the new versions of Mac because they don't support that version no more. You know what I'm saying? So if I do that, I own that software. If I upgrade my Mac to the newest shit, I will have to subscribe to the Creative Cloud shit.
How much is like it?
$50 a month, and I ain't doing it.
Oh,
no way, Jose. So that's why I haven't been
upgrading. Baller, dog.
And who told you that? Who told you that? Because I need my money.
Damn lie.
But I got all this shit squared away. I found new ways around my problems. So like one of the apps that I use is Streamlabs OBS. So if I turn it on like right now, if I open it, it's going to automatically try to look for the newest version. So for me to try to use it, I have to unplug my Ethernet cable from my computer, then open it up. And then it'll open up like normal, and then I'll just plug my cable back in. So I gotta do weird shit like that to make shit work. But that's all I've been doing, bro. What about you, Scripps?
Hey man, you know how my week's been. Just been taking a week to celebrate the fact my Eagles being the Super Bowl. I've been sucking up all the Dallas Cowboys tears. Fans, they all been crying, bro. I've been putting them in cups. I've been saving them. I sent Quinn an invite to the Eagles fan club. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, the invite's still open, bro. Just jump ship, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never gonna see the Cowboys.
Man, y'all was assholes on how y'all treated Joey Bosa, man.
Hey man,
did you see that?
No.
Hey man,
that was being mean to Joey Bosa, man. He was trying to support his brother, dog.
Hey man,
that was assholes, man.
That man thought he gonna come into Philadelphia, deck down 49ers gear, and we ain't gonna say nothing. Come on, bro. They put their jersey on our statue, bro. Like it was a wrap when that happened.
Hey, that sucker went out of character, bro. He was ready to fight, dog.
Hey man, that man been crazy for weeks. What the fuck you talking about? I saw that goddamn playoff game, throwing his helmet and shit, getting flagged. That man got temper problems. You need to check your man on the charges, bro. That man got some temper problems. I'm saying this right now.
Yeah,
but man, besides that,
hey, you gonna have to leave them Cowboy fans alone, man. You know they crazy, dog.
Hey man,
breaking their TVs and hey, they was wilding, dog.
It was fantastic. They're watching all the 49ers fans cry. We ain't got no quarterback. Well, boo fucking who? Ain't nobody said no when Carson Wentz got hurt a couple years ago in the playoffs. So some bullshit. But I threw my back out the other day. You know you threw your back out when you go to sit back in your seat in your car and you're like, "Oh fuck, my back hurt." Like literally, like it like instantaneously. You're like, you know that shit gonna hurt later. Like I went to step into somebody's house to like give them some of their stuff, and like because it was wet out, my foot like slipped on their tile, but I like caught myself from falling, but I felt something pop in my back at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and as soon as I limped my ass back into the car, I was like, bro, that shit is not gonna feel good tomorrow. No, it really hasn't. It
Yeah,
hasn't
well,
felt
he
any
got
better.
that. He can write a book, The
That's
Dangers
a
of Grubhub.
term that you never heard before, where you're old.
I know. I threw my back out. It's like I went to pick something up. I went to pick up something. My daughter left on the ground. I go, babe, help me. She goes, what? I said, I can't get back up. I'm stuck.
You had a backiotomy. You had a backiotomy.
I was stuck at like a 90-degree angle. I said, babe, I can't get back up. Help me. She's like, what's wrong? I said, I can't get back up. My legs are shaking. So she had to slowly help me get up. And I was like, Jesus, man.
No.
So I've been taking ibuprofen like crazy since. So
Damn.
God bless my kidneys. But anyway, that's all I got for the week. I mean, how you been, Esther?
Man, been good, dog. Same old watching The Last of Us. Dude, that's a good ass show, dog.
Good show.
I never played the video game, but I can see why it's got confirmed for a second season. And it's good, dog. It's worth watching. Like, I don't know if it's perfectly compatible to the game and all that, but
Who
I highly
cares?
recommend.
It's good.
Huh?
It's good. Who cares if it?
Yeah, everybody's talking about how compatible it is to the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I never even played the game, but it's good. I also watched that Marilyn Monroe movie, Blonde.
How was that?
Hey, John F. Kennedy, a goon, bro.
Hey,
John
did
F.
you watch
Kennedy,
it?
a goon, bro.
Why is it? I ain't watched that shit, bro.
No, I read this.
Hey, John F.
this.
Kennedy was wild, bro.
Hey, but he's sloppy top right now. That's like,
Damn, for real like that?
Hey, dog. Hey.
you walked in, sloppy top. Pow.
Hey, dog.
Oh shit!
It's NC-17 for a reason, dog. Hey, it's NC-17 for a reason.
I bet.
It shows a lot. Like, it shows titties, shows rape scenes. I'm like, damn, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, you can already tell she had a troubled life and all that, but that just makes it worse, dog. You're like, damn.
You feel bad for her. They're like, damn, bro.
Yeah, she never had a father figure, and that's one of the reasons. Her mom was crazy, was a schizophrenic. It was, man, she just had a tough life, dog. The movie was okay. It ain't like, oh my gosh, it's a award nominee for an Oscar and none of that, but it was all right. It's a long ass movie. Like, make sure you have an extra 3 hours worth to watch it.
See, look at that. Make sure you got a bottle of lotion and an extra 3 hours.
Yeah, like, make sure you got 3 hours on your hands, man. Like, then they was talking about how she was messing around with Charlie Chaplin's son, and I didn't even know she was married to Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
hey,
that.
that's like a beating on her and all that, dog. Like, hey, it was like, damn. But I watched that, and I'm staying on the bets right now, dog. You know how that goes. Fluctuating. But let's get on to our first topic, man. Our big topic. You hear Scribs talk about it 24/7 on every episode. The NFL is rigged. That's a big question. Basically, Arian Foster, he was on a Barstool podcast called Microdosing. And basically, he wasn't being serious, but he was sarcastically talking about the NFL being rigged and stuff like that. And Foster was talking about how there was a script dropped off at his locker before the start of every season on how he was going to play out. And they was clowning, talking about how it was about it was like the WWF, how he was going to have hamstring problems, how he didn't believe in God and stuff like that. And you already know we got one of these aluminum foil hat people that be hosting our show. So let's talk about it. A bunch of NFL players jumped in, commenting, laughing it off. So go ahead. Tell your case, Scripps.
Bro, I mean, trust me, there's a lot of people that are believing the NFL's fixed after watching that Chiefs-Bengals game, bro. There's a lot of people. It ain't just me these days, bro. There's a lot of people. A lot of people. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm sitting here saying, my team's in there because it's written in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need a new Boston sports city. You know what I'm saying? What better city to do it? than Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, man. And it's
I remember you were saying wherever stadium the Super Bowl is, the home team's gonna make it. So I remember you saying
Yeah, I
the
remember
Rams
saying that
made it
too.
last
I really thought the Cardinals wouldn't make it, but I mean
and then
Kyler
you
Murray had
said before that the Buccaneers will make it because it's in Tampa. So and then you said the Cardinals gonna make it this year. So and now the Eagles are in it. So
hey man, they can't make it that obvious, bro. Like, what are they gonna do? What you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't make it like 3 years in a row. The home team at the Super Bowl played in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying, bro? You can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't make it that obvious. You know what I'm saying? Or else people are gonna be like, "Yo." I mean, they made it pretty blatantly obvious in the Chiefs Bengals game, bro. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, what? We watched this game.
I watched it and they replayed that third down, but they still didn't get the third down. They still
No, they
had to punt.
didn't. So then they went for it on fourth down and got a flag, and they got to give it to them anyway.
They didn't. No, it didn't. They punted. They got sacked.
That shit was crazy, bro. And then what did they call defensive holding on the lineman on that big play on the in that game too? I was like, bro, come on now, like this is crazy.
I think to be real, if it was rigged that much, the Bills would have beat the Bengals.
How about no, don't even get me started about that now, bro. Look, how about the intentional grounding on Joe Burrow when that ball was literally 2 yards, if that, away from his running back's feet? Yet Christian McCaffrey back here launches a pass to absolutely nobody in the Eagles game, and they ain't gonna call that intentional grounding, bro. This
I think you don't realize that referees are humans. That's one thing.
referees are
That
you.
part.
I think you
That
don't
part.
realize that, dog. They are human. That's like baseball games.
Bad calls are made all the time, man.
In baseball games, umpires make the wrong calls,
Mhm.
and now they're trying to put robots in the umpires' places.
They
for
should.
strikes and balls because umpires be messing it up. I don't like that, but that's what they're doing. So, I don't know what's wrong with you, Scribs, man. You gotta. I know you gotta be one of these conspiracy theorists. I feel like if you think it's so rigged, why watch it?
Let's explain this, okay? The Eagles changed the name. Their name logo on their jerseys now are different from this. They changed their name for the first time in 25 years this season, and they magically make it to the Super Bowl the same season where they're playing their former head coach.
I mean, the Titans changed their logo too in their font.
Did they make the Super Bowl though?
We did.
No.
They made it to the.
No, I'm talking about the second time. Now, I ain't talking about when they changed from the Oilers to the
The
Titans.
Titans had a damn good playoff run the year.
Even recently, they just went through a jersey refresh and logo treatment. They didn't go to the Super Bowl. That's
what I'm saying though. But they just recently did that.
I hate to even pull up like old wounds, but San Diego Chargers went from San Diego to LA. Like they changed up their logo slightly, but they didn't.
That's another game where the officiating was crazy in that, bro. Like it made no sense. Half the shit that was happening in that Chargers game made no sense. But to get this started, bro, look at all the parallel storylines, bro. This is the first time two brothers are gonna be playing against each other in the Super Bowl, with two of them being future Hall of Fame quarterbacks or center and a tight end. And then you got the first ever two black quarterbacks playing against each other in the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, man, what you trying to say, dog? You saying like it's a bad thing or something?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's history, brother.
That's history, brother. It's February. It's February right now, so mind what you're saying.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's also racist that they give Black History Month the shortest month of the year. Don't get me started on that bullshit. But
you're starting to redeem yourself.
But yeah, let's get these brothers 28 days. Look, every 4 years they get an extra one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, that's bullshit. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at, former Eagle great playing against a coach that he once fired once he got to the Chiefs is now the head coach of the Eagles. They're playing against each other. The Kels brothers started a podcast this season, and they happen now to be one of the most successful sports podcasts there is. Now they happen to be playing against each other in the Super Bowl, bro. Tell me, like, come on now. Like, it's a bit weird, don't you think?
No.
Yeah, all right. I guess I'm the only one out here thinking.
To be honest, I feel like I said, if it's rigged, I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't be no fan of it. When I found out when I was little, I thought the WWF, well, the WWE now,
Yeah,
WWF, and what else was it? WCW,
WCW.
WWF, ECW. I thought all that shit was real until when I really realized it was fake was when Edge. I'm like, of all people, Edge got a title. And I'm like, dude, I can't watch this no more. Dude.
Well, I think the thing about the ECW was besides who they picked to win the match, it was real.
Like they real shit, bro. That was the hardcore. That was the hardcore. That was like one step away from being backyard wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
But
ECW did big things.
But it's funny you bring this up because I love asking people this now. You watch the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Did they not find out a while ago that there were referees that are getting paid to fix the games?
Oh, you talking about Donahue?
Yeah, you honestly think he's the only one. You honestly think he's been the only one, and they realize
and you realize he got fired and did jail time too.
He got fired too. Yeah, you're gonna need a poster boy. You know what I'm saying?
I take it. The way I look at it is like everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes wrong calls. That, to be honest, not trying to be. I'm being realistic. That's what makes the game fun. Like. That's what makes it fun and have people pissed off because calls is being wrong. And that just makes the game fun.
Exactly. But I'm saying you don't think that's going on in the NFL these days, bro. You don't think there's referees that are in on the take that they're gonna find out 5-6 years.
That was like the Patriots. That's like Bill Belichick getting caught filming games.
Hey, Bill Belichick just got caught running around a Chinese balloon over the last few days.
Everybody hey, you can only get by so far, dog, before getting caught, man. Whatever you do in the dark will soon come to light, dog. That's true. Everything.
But if it's a billion-dollar corporation, or let's say like when it comes to Catholics and priests fucking up, they'll do whatever they can to sweep that shit under the rug, bro.
Why is it a priest though?
Why you gotta go there for, man?
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. They'll do when that much money is involved. They will do whatever to sweep that shit under the rug to make sure that shit doesn't get out too much, because that shit almost sank the NBA. When they found out one ref was doing it, that shit almost sank the NBA.
And you see the NBA redeem themselves, dog.
They did, but you think that's the only time that's happened? They learned a lesson from that time. They said, look, we got to handle this behind closed doors. We can't make this kind of shit.
You can say someone was the fall boy, but I don't believe anybody else putting their job in jeopardy again.
I'm just saying, but that I find. I mean, when you
because I ain't gonna lie, dude. I think them refs getting paid good money, dog.
Refs getting paid good money, but they ain't getting paid no $20 million.
They get paid good money to make bad calls. Huh? You get paid good money to make bad calls, bro.
They get good money, but I mean, they also have jobs outside of that too. It's not like they can live on that money they get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I'm not mistaken, I think they're getting paid upper echelons of 5 figures.
Ed Hockley was a judge outside of sports officiating. You know that he was
like they're not getting paid. The refs are not getting paid 6 figures, but they're getting paid an upper echelon of 5 figures.
Okay, but I'm
saying
saying
more than what we get paid. I can make a living out that.
I know.
Let's say Vegas come by. How about we pay you some 6, maybe 7 figures to make sure this game goes in this way, so we win a lot of money off this game. Now you don't think a referee or two is gonna be like, what's the worst that happen? I get fired, do maybe 5 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I don't know.
I look at it, hey, what's the point of watching if you feel it's fake or rigged, man? That's just how I look at it, dog.
Because the same reason people watch wrestling and know it's fake. It's entertainment.
I couldn't watch it.
I like watching Mick Foley run around with a sock on his hand and put it down people's mouth. I don't care if that shit was fake. That shit was funny. All right, that shit was funny, Mr. Socko. You know what I'm saying?
That was funny, dog.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn, he put it down the Rock's mouth once. I said, shit. I said that shit crazy as hell, bro.
Hey, Arian Foster, he wasn't being serious. He was being sarcastic. and we're gonna nip this in the bud, dog. You have your beliefs. I have my beliefs.
Hey man, look, the
Jagger
Chiefs
has
already
his
booked the
beliefs.
Super Bowl parade, bro. They already booked it. They already booked that shit. What's that say? They already booked it, planned it out. They already got the money
That
put
was
away for it.
that was like everybody wanted the Bills to beat the Bengals because they had they was not gonna play in any home stadium.
That's just crazy.
They already had tickets. They already had tickets sold to the stadium on having the Bills winning the game. The Bills and the Chiefs playing each other in a neutral stadium. And you tell me you still think it's rigged after that? They already had their money set on playing in that neutral stadium that the Bills was going to beat the Bengals.
Joe Burrow said, "Look, I ain't following that script, cuz." And look what happened to him the next game. They got fucked. They come on now, bro. Like there was so many calls that were going against the Bengals.
Hey, let's drop this topic, man. There's no winner, man. There's no winner out of this situation. Are we talking about wrestling anyway, man? You know, it's a mixture of a couple topics. Let's talk about Dave Bautista. He was talking about playing Bane. Everybody, all the fans and all that was talking about him playing Bane. He said one of the reasons he probably couldn't play Bane was because basically there was a lot of stuff he was going to have to do. And James Gunn said, hell no. If we go restart the whole DC universe, we need some younger actors, man. And Dave Bautista was talking about he's not young no more, dog. He can't handle a lot of physical stuff no more, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about this, and we can talk about a couple. There's a bunch of DCU lineups, and we can talk about what we're really excited to expect out of this DCU lineup.
You know what? Like with the whole Dave Bautista thing, like I would rather see him finally get his shot as a mainline hero, not like, you know what I'm saying, like a secondary supporting role or even a villain role. Because like there's no Bane story other than him breaking the bat, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then even after that, like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is Bane gonna be doing? So I would rather see him like as a like mainline in his own fucking movie. You know what I mean?
I don't think he, like I said, when I seen that, what's that movie, Zombies Are Dead, or
the
Army of Zombies.
Yeah.
Huh?
The one in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he can play a lead role, dog.
I think he can. I wouldn't
After I saw that movie, I don't think he can play a lead role. Make your money, dog. I don't knock you for making your money, but I think you're a good supporting actor instead of playing and having a lead role.
I'm up here. If you haven't noticed, I'm up here fucking around with Melon. My camera was delayed again, and then I'm up here trying to find out why is my shit fucking up again, and I don't know. I'm about to give up.
Damn it, Melon.
So,
Melon. Smack Melon is Melon.
You know, DCU, the DCU lineups, they got Shazam, Fury of the Gods coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
They got The Flash coming out in June.
Even though
it's still gonna have Ezra Miller. You got Blue Beetle. Wow, it's coming out in August. I think they'll push that back, dude. It's too early. Then they got Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom coming out in December. They got The Joker, music, kind of like a musical with Lady Gaga coming in October of next year. Then you got the Batman Part 2 coming out in October 2025. Then you got the Superman Legacy coming out.
So long to wait.
2025. Then you got they got a Supergirl movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Brave and the Bold Batman movie coming out.
I'm hyped about that too.
You got Swamp Thing.
Brolin.
Yes, Swamp Thing coming out.
Now hold on. Now are they bringing Swamp Thing back? Because there was nothing wrong with the last Swamp Thing. If anything,
it's gonna be a season 2. It's gonna be a movie.
I got that. Ron Perlman and Swamp Thing, bro. Throw it out there.
I can see that.
Then you got something called The Authority that's coming out based off of comic book series.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Untitled Black Superman movie that they're working on.
I think that's
and
a Joss Whedon joint. That's a Joss Whedon joint.
Here's my question here, though. Isn't Batman in the Brave and the Bold storyline? Isn't he already an older Batman?
No, you're thinking about the Dark Knight.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm talking about even in the Brave and the Bold, though. It's his son that's Robin at the time. Like he's already went through one Robin already.
Yeah, let's go introduce Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
No, the Brave and the Bold. I don't know about that one. I think that title goes like in different types of media, but I think they're just trying to introduce Damian finally.
I think, I really think that.
Let's go. That's all it's doing is introducing Damian as Batman's son and all that.
I think Josh Brolin is Batman, and the kid from Umbrella Academy that could travel time would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, Bane would have been perfect for. I mean, Batista really would have been close to perfect for Bane. I mean, he was a wrestler. He could probably fake a Mexican accent, kind of like the original.
I mean, he looks the part. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt in it. But I think my boy needs something than just being a secondary character. Or
I just don't think he wanted to wear a mask.
That too. Could be.
I don't think he. Like I said, I think he's better as a supporting character. And he said the part of him playing Bane is probably too physical. I think he's probably saying that, man, I'm too damn old now to be doing that type of stuff, dog.
Should have texted me 20 years ago, cuz.
That's what I'm. Hey, ain't he like 60 now?
He might be close. I think he might be pushing close to 60.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, man, I ain't doing that shit no more. He said, shit, I want to play a regular person now. You saw what happened in Glass Onion.
Mm-hmm.
He really wasn't doing that much, but walking around and talking and stuff and choking.
That shit was funny.
But what I'm excited about is Blue Beetle. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, from the kid from Cobra Kai. It's gonna be the main actor.
Oh, he's gonna be the Blue Beetle?
Diego or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to see like how they gonna introduce Blue Beetle to the DCU, because a lot of people don't know that much about Blue Beetle. Like the way I really found out about Blue Beetle was what's the Justice League? I think it's called Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard about Blue Beetle. And he gonna be a Hispanic hero, so you know you can put the Hispanics in the spotlight right there. Let the Hispanics have their own Black Panther, man.
That's
I like
right.
that.
But at the same time, with how much James Gunn loves the obscure like comic book characters, I'm really surprised they're not doing anything with Space Ghost. Like, it's, to me, that's
Space Ghost not DC, dog.
He is though.
He's Warner Brothers. He's not DC, bro. I think he's Warner Brothers. He's Warner Brothers by Hanna-Barbera, because he's a Hanna-Barbera character.
But DC bought out his intellectual rights, I feel like 10 years ago.
I don't know about it, like a Space Ghost. I don't know,
because like, he had a comic run with Green Lantern, even. So it was.
I don't even remember that.
That shit was crazy.
I don't remember that at all. I
mean, check,
like before we started the show, you were talking about like those, like he had an origin story I never even heard of, and shit. Maybe this is something for the comic books.
Yeah, it is.
But
I would love to see a Space Ghost movie, and then him leading up to being a talk show host. I would love to see that.
I just want them to bring Space Ghost Coast to Coast back. That's all I want.
I feel
like
I
would love them to make a Space Ghost movie, and then like him saving the world and all that, and then him becoming his own talk show host. I think that'd be a good ass movie.
Yeah,
introducing him to the world, because I think a lot of people forgot about Space Ghost.
Oh, most definitely. I'm pretty sure if you went to any kind of 20-year-old right now and asked them about, do you know who Space Ghost is, or have you watched Space Ghost Coast to Coast, or even hell, C-Lab, they couldn't tell you anything about it.
It's like Josh Hamm would be the perfect Space Ghost.
Yeah, I can see Josh Hamm as a Space Ghost.
Dude's funny as shit. Or even I mean if what's his name? What if Daniel Craig wanted to do it? I don't know, but he's funny. Dude's funny.
I'm also surprised that they're doing a Supergirl movie.
I am too. Supergirl's kind of failed everywhere they've ever kind of tried to do a Supergirl.
Man, no, the show was all right though. I like the show.
Fuck that show.
The show was good. Man, you hate everything though.
I
bro.
never
I don't
watched
know why.
it. And
I watched it. It was straight. I liked it. Supergirl was more like Supergirl was the only thing that was kind of weird was them doing the Martian Manhunter scenes and shit.
Yeah,
like because he was in charge of like their FBI or whatever. That was the only thing that was just off about it. But the Supergirl TV show was good overall.
Well, the great thing is like they got Supergirl, but they haven't said nothing about. They got Supergirl, they got Superman, Aquaman, the Flash, Batman. But damn, they're just go kick Wonder Woman out, right? Supergirl's kicking out Wonder Woman out of the Justice League, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said kicking her. Hold on, kicking Superman out of the Justice League?
No, kicking out Wonder Woman, dog. Supergirl's placing Wonder Woman. That's what it looks like.
I don't know. I honestly I don't really follow DC comics like that. DC's never really been my choice of comic books and shit. The only person I really would follow if anybody would be the Batman and shit. Because he was the most grounded superhero.
Yes, it's. I hope, like I said, James Gunn. I hope you know what you're doing, dog. But a couple of these movies, I'm not gonna lie to see a lot of them getting pushed back.
Man, you know, I'm really excited about that Wonder Woman. The Amazon. Is it a series or a movie that he's trying to do?
What?
It's like it's about Themyscira. It's like Paradise Island. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, you talking about the Themyscira movie?
Yeah, it's
a TV show.
Yeah,
and from what I was reading, it's gonna be similar to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so I can fuck with that though. I can fuck with that. Hell, like even before, like we talked about before, like Matt Reeves' Batman's like the detectives and shit, like they're gonna have their own standalone series or that was planned. Like I can fuck with that. Like if it's a TV show that has like supporting characters, like some behind the scenes kind of characters and shit, I would like to hear about that. Like hear about like detectives talk about trying to solve a crime that involves like Killer Croc or some kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna have both. It's gonna have both Green Lanterns. It's gonna have Hal Jordan and
I like Stewart. That too.
I'm excited about that a lot. I think Jonathan Majors should really be John Stewart. Jonathan Majors.
That's gonna be like true crime. Not true crime. What was it was like the detective show that was True Detective.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that too, man. I the vision that he got set up, I like it. It makes more sense. It seems more coherent than what they were doing before.
Oh yeah, whoever, man, they try to rush it at first.
Yeah.
And now I don't blame him for trying to. I really want to hear him Cavill to play Superman, but I can understand him trying to go with younger actors because you don't want people to get like stapled onto a superhero and everybody just look at them as a superhero their whole lives.
But they are doing some interesting ones though too, man. They're doing the Waller series. They're doing a Booster Gold.
That one I'm excited about. Booster Gold. Like at first I was like, well, how the hell are you gonna do a Booster Gold?
I don't even know the hell that
movie.
Is.
He's a guy from the future. It's like the question, like if you were able to go back in time, what would you try to tell yourself to make yourself cool or make yourself rich? Like I'll go back in time and I'll invest in Google, like stupid shit like that. Like this dude, he went back in time with the technology from his time to become a superhero to make himself more popular because he was a loser in his timeline.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So he goes with all the tech that he has, he uses it to be a superhero to get the fame and the fortune and all that shit. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. And you also got the Paradise Lost and the Authority.
That's before Wonder Woman's time. Yeah. And it's gonna deal with a lot of Themyscira. So I think it's gonna be a lot of like it says it's gonna be similar to Game of Thrones. So anything connected with Game of Thrones, hey, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be on HBO Max also.
Okay.
So it's interesting. Like they're definitely doing some different stuff. The Authority is a really kind of crazy comic as well, bro. So
Yeah, it's just good that they're doing side stories
But
on
the
other
one thing that I saw
characters.
that was weird as shit was it looked like it had like a Frankenstein and shit. Like Frankenstein and Dracula was like teaming up like the fight monsters and shit. I forgot what he called that show. Because one of the characters looked like the Weasel from the Suicide Squad and shit.
Yeah.
That looked pretty interesting too.
Hey, we could end this topic right now, but all I can say is they're giving James Gunn all the money he wants and all the money, everything he's asking for, because it seems like he's doing everything right now, dog, with no budget. So
Pretty much.
let's get on to our next topic. R.I.P. the great Michael Jackson. They're having his nephew, Jafar Jackson, who is the second youngest son of Michael Jackson's brother, Jermaine Jackson, playing him in a biopic. And the good thing is, well, it is his nephew. It's being made with the cooperation of the Michael Jackson estate.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be about basically just a story of Michael Jackson from what I'm reading.
It's called Man in the Mirror. I think that's what the title's called. But this
I don't see no title yet.
his nephew looks dead ass like him though. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually glad that they that they went this route and went with the family and shit because it's I don't know it's something about it like keeping it within the family kind of deal. I like about this story. But I want to see this one.
Also, Antoine Fuqua is going to direct the biopic.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called The Man in the Mirror or some shit.
I mean, they almost got the same nose, bro. I mean, that's Mike's real nose before he started getting the fake ones.
Yeah, that's the real nose before you get
that's
the
Mike's
surgery.
real nose right there. So
I like this, bro.
When you look at all the Jacksons, you can tell all of this related.
They all look the same, man. This is, I think, but Jafar Jackson is Jermaine's
parents
son.
are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Jermaine's son, but yeah, all the Jacksons look alike, bro. It's just I like this, man. I can't wait till this come out. Is it going to come to theaters or is it going to be like a TV joint?
It's gonna come to theaters.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's also being wrote by John Logan, who wrote Gladiator, The Aviator, and the James Bond film Skyfall and Spectre.
God damn.
Yeah, there's some money being put on this, man.
I see.
And it's gonna be a film. It ain't gonna be no series, or anything like that.
That's cool too. I'm down with it.
And there's no date or anything. But from what I'm reading though, they saying like Jafar embodies like Michael. Like that's what everybody in the family's saying. He's like the embodiment of Michael. So let's get on to our next topic. Let's talk about how Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft is not being in E3 this year.
They said fuck it.
So I don't know how E3 gonna do that thing. It's gonna be all independent games, I guess.
That's good though. Good for them.
I don't. So let's talk about this, man. It's just I never heard of anything like this.
Nintendo, well, E3, like, all right, from a consumer standpoint, like when we hear about E3, we're always talking about like we're going to like at the time G4 TV or we'll hit up IGN or GameSpot to see like the news that comes out of these shows. But these trade shows, man, they make a hell of a lot of money from selling the booths to these companies. And it's not little money. It's like they're spending like millions of dollars to set up a booth or get stage time to announce like there's gonna be a new Donkey Kong game or fucking there's a new Halo down the road or whatever. And a lot of video game companies have been investing all this money on booths, um, showroom time, and all that shit, and they haven't had any kind of return. Because as we know, me and Scrubs, us being gamers, like they can announce like a highly anticipated game, and it can come out just being utter shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at you, Battlefield.
Yeah.
So instead
Modern
of wasting
Warfare
their time, hell yeah, or yeah, that too. Or like they instead of them wasting their time and money on promoting games like that, they started going with what Nintendo started doing. Nintendo was the first of the big three publishers to actually go all digital with the Nintendo Directs or whatever. So they instead of just setting up a stage and having their CEOs come out here and promote these damn games, they just did this shit and throw this shit on YouTube. Like a 20, 45-minute showcase of what they're gonna do. And then Sony followed suit with what's it called? Sony Showcase or whatever, PlayStation Showcase. And then I think and then Xbox started getting into it too. Like most recently, they did the developer direct, where they showed off like the next 5 games that are coming out from Bethesda Studios and shit, and turned 10. So it was just a matter of time. Like the money wasn't making sense. Like to invest all that money and then you either get mixed results or worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I mean, E3, the ESA rather, they had plenty of time to try to turn this around because they even those are games journalists. He now runs he actually created the Game Award show. Jeff Keighley, he was working with E3, and they couldn't even agree on his ideas. So he branched off and did his own thing with the Game Awards, and then now he does this the Summer Games the Game Summer Show, or the games it's the Summer Game Show or whatever. And it's pretty much E3, but it's a digital version of it. And and the big three are doing what they used to do live. You know what I mean?
So Jay,
yeah.
Is this the end of E3, man? Or
I don't think it's the end. I don't think we're gonna see the end because you're gonna have smaller people, smaller publishers, and all that. They're still gonna want to get their name out there. That probably didn't have enough space to get into the Summer Game Showcase or even in their the like Sony's own digital events or whatever. So they need an outlet. The ESA is still going to be able to provide it to them. I think it could be the beginning of the end. I don't think they're out just yet.
I'm like, when you was talking about how Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo's paying all these money for these booths, I think it won't be the downfall of them because it's going to help more independent gamers.
Yeah.
But I think E3 will not be making as much money as they're used to making.
I agree with you 100%.
Because they're going to have to lower their prices on them booths.
Yeah.
Because independent gamers don't have the money as all these big gaming companies.
Exactly. Like if you look at just like Google on your own time, just Google search like E3 2000, like anything E3 2005 or whatever. Like these booths were fucking elaborate. They look like some shit that you would see like in Disney World, like massive fucking statues of like Ratchet and Clank or motherfucking. They're like say like if the new Uncharted game was about to drop, like they would have a booth that would like Sony would have a booth that would look like using a goddamn pirate ship or in a temple or some kind of shit that Nathan Drake will be playing in. And they spent so much money on stage presence, you know what I'm saying? And these booths were like in the millions.
Yeah.
So like now with these big three guys coming out and saying we're gonna do our own shit because Microsoft they don't own, their name is on the I think it's like on the Staples Arena. I think it's like the Microsoft Arena now. So they're gonna do their own shit in that stadium and all that. So it's just like you said, like smaller publishers, indie developers, this will be their time to
get more exposure.
Get more exposure, and hopefully at a cheaper rate than what E3 on the ESA has been doing.
And the crazy thing about it, Jay, when you talk about Uncharted, I saw Uncharted. God damn, don't make Uncharted 2.
Bro, hey, I watched. Dude, my wife wanted to watch Uncharted, and I told her, I said, "Babe, I don't know. I heard this movie wasn't all that good." And we watched it, bro. And then I fell asleep at the part
It's
when they
all
went
over
to
the place.
Barcelona, and then he was chasing the bitch at the water fountain. And I fell asleep. And I woke up, and everybody was going out the living room. It was just me in the living room and the dog.
Hey, please don't make an Uncharted 2, dog.
Bro, that movie was
But
not good.
sooner or later, man, it was gonna happen because Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony, they make so much money. They could do their own event channels. Like they could set up their own live event
They do it.
on
They
their
do it now.
system to
They
where
do it
people
now.
can watch it to where they can make money.
But like, when
They
people
was
saw
just doing it. I
Nintendo,
think they was just doing it the lazy way by giving it to somebody else and being like, "Here, y'all set this up and
well,
do
the way they
this."
used to do it, like Nintendo, for example, like they would have like a whole stage set up, and then Iwata would, when he was alive, he would come out, and then Reggie Fils-Aimé would come out, and then they would present the shit, or they'll have before like one E3 they had like there were Muppets and shit,
Yeah.
and shit was funny, and but you had to pay all that money. But when the Wii U came out, Nintendo was like making these decisions, like, yo, we're not gonna go to E3, and we're gonna do it online, and people thought that they were crazy.
Yeah.
But then they realized how much money they were saving by not going to these purchasing these booths and shit. And now everybody's starting to see how it makes more fiscal sense to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's going on is jumping ship now. So
basically, E3, you're not the middleman no more, dog.
no more. Not no
That's
more.
Not
right.
the middleman. Everybody, they selling their own product now, man. You're not
Mhm.
selling the product no more, man. People want to go to the supplier to get their drugs.
Pretty much.
It's E3 your way out the door. That's right.
Hey, let's get on to our next topic, man.
All right.
Let's talk about how
This was
basically
crazy.
a 23-year-old German Iraqi woman is being held out of prison in Ilgestadt, southern Germany, in connection with the death of a 23-year-old Algerian woman. Ingolstadt police spokesperson said. Basically, also a 23-year-old Kosovan man is also in custody in connection with the murder. So basically, the German Iraqi woman was arrested on August 18th after police tracked her to the Kosovan man's apartment. She was basically an influencer, a beauty blogger, searching online for women who looked like her and try to persuade them with false promises to meet her. And plus she met the woman who's basically a doppelganger,
Mm-hmm.
and she stabbed her over 40 times.
That's crazy, bro. 40 times.
Over 40 times, and she disfigured her face to where she couldn't be recognized. And there's no motive behind it. She was just trying to fake her own death, from what I'm reading.
Craziness.
So
That's why I said the pretty bitches be the crazy ones. Though.
It's sad. It's sad when people die. Okay, it's even sadder when they hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Damn. This is wild, bro. This is some shit that this is like an episode of like Archie, like the fucking Archie show, the Riverdale show.
Yeah,
that's just a movie, dog.
Bro, this is crazy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a movie off of this shit.
I'm pretty sure that lady's gonna be passed around in prison when she gets there too.
I don't know, bro. This
German prison got to be crazy, bro.
Yeah, from what I'm saying, from what I've been hearing, European prisons are better than American prisons.
For real? I would think that they got some crazy stuff.
You know, when
Scrip's
A$AP
about to go to Germany.
Rocky
Scrip's about to go to Germany and rob somebody.
You know when A$AP Rocky got arrested in Sweden, you didn't see his cell?
Oh yeah, his shit was nice looking, bro. His shit looked like a dorm, dog. Like what? Hey,
yeah, his cell looked like a dorm, bro. He had his own bed and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the stuff they gotta let slide though in there too. At the same time, probably gotta be a bit more crazy than American prisons. Probably.
I just don't see how what would make you want to find a doppelganger and then not try to kill that person the fake you did like were you in debt or like what the fuck's
Now
going
they
on?
said
Like,
they had family issues going on. Something about like her. From what I read about the story, is that her family didn't like her boyfriend or something. Was threatening to kill him or something like that. So
Well, she is a Iraqi woman.
so they were threatening to kill her boyfriend. So she said, I'm gonna kill somebody else.
and fake my own death and
So
hopefully get out of
if
here.
I can't have him, then you guys can't have me, kind of shit.
Man,
I mean,
love
both
is a
these
hell of a
ladies are
drug,
very
dog.
pretty, but they don't look that much alike. I guess if you, God rest her soul, beat her face in, I guess you're not
Well,
gonna be able
as
to
you
I
can
think
see,
that's
they
why they
have the
disfigured
same
the face.
hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like her face was disfigured because her parents even thought it was her.
That's just crazy, bro. I can't.
Man, it's just crazy, dog.
I
Like,
can't. I can't even imagine the
what would you
dude.
do for love, man?
That's the
But I
question.
won't do that. No. I will do it.
Like,
Let's
man, people
get on to our
are sick
next
out there,
topic,
bro.
though, dog.
It's sad, bro.
Let's talk
It's sad,
about
bro.
basically 2 Virginia high school basketball coaches have lost their jobs after one of them posed as a student athlete and played in the game for their team. Basically, assistant coach at the center, Feld Caper, who has been identified as Arlesia Boykins, which is 22, and she impersonated a 13-year-old player. Boykins had reportedly been serving as assistant to the head coach of the Churchland High School junior varsity girls basketball team, Jamal Street, when their players faced off against Nansemond River in Suffolk, Virginia on 21st of January. And there was also videos of the game obtained by the Virginia News where she was wearing the number 1 jersey. And she was saying she was a player who was out of town in the footage. And you could see her collecting an offensive rebound and scoring over a shorter defender. And also driving to the goal, scoring a right-handed layup while earning a foul shot, gesturing with a finger pointed down, which players often do after making that particular kind of play, and exchanging congratulatory hand slaps with members of her team.
Yeah.
And someone
She
reported
wanted
the
to see if
point
she
to
still had it.
Churchland, whose administrators were not in attendance, and the school forfeited the contest, snapping a 4-game winning streak.
She shouldn't have wore them purple ass shoes. That's what I was saying. That's what probably gave her away. She out there in
Bro, hold
them
up.
old. She out there in them New Balances. They knew that she was old. Hey.
Like, look at the dudes in the bleachers. They looking like, man, that bitch too old to be in the down court.
Yeah,
They've been whispering to each other like, man, that bitch old as
They're
hell.
talking
Man.
about 55 down here. That's what they talk about down here. 55, man. 55 look like 2 cents.
It's one thing. I would try to keep a low profile. That would be my whole deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all right. I mean, it's hard to do a low profile when you're on the spotlight or whatever, but I wouldn't be doing extra shit.
I would
put the attention on me, like giving hand slaps, fucking pointing down for the and one and all that. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm gonna take the foul. Hey, all right, whatever. I'm just trying to make.
She was talking this shit, man.
Hey,
yeah, I wouldn't be talking shit to nobody.
Why she was playing though?
Huh?
Was she been playing the whole year? They say why she was playing or what?
No, that player was out of town during that game.
Oh, that's what
so they needed her in there, and then so she said, "I'll take the reins and I'll put the jersey on." But the rest of the team, that's the thing that like this whole team need to be disqualified anyway because the other teammates knew.
Hey, new lady look a lot like Coach. Hey, I don't know what you talking about, cuz. I don't know what you talking about. Hey, Coach called out sick today. Don't worry about it.
Why Jamaica look old as hell?
Damn, Jamaica came here shaving her mustache. I didn't know what the hell was going on, bro. What? This bitch out here got the LeBron move.
Jamaica came out of that new band.
She just wanted to see if she could body 55, bro.
It worked until the video caught her, man. Like everybody was, like you said, Jay, everybody was running with it. And then that bitch didn't have no type of sportsmanship.
That's what I'm saying. Shit. Like I would code a low profile. But if I'm gonna be cheating, if I'm gonna go like to my nephew's football game and I'm gonna pretend like I'm a fucking little ass kid or whatever, I'm gonna fucking pretend like I'm a fucking little kid. I'm not gonna do no extra shit. To
I
put the
just don't
spotlight on me.
understand how somebody can figure they're gonna get away with this.
She got too hype. She done blocked. She done fucking blocked a whole bunch of shots. Hit a 3 and was fucking probably saying some weird ass shit.
Hire a 16-year-old that's good at ball or something and put a wig on him. You know what I'm saying? Go down to your local park. Be like, hey, that guy just crossed some people up. You know what I'm saying?
She was 22, man. 22, dog.
22 damn old to be doing that shit.
That's crazy.
Hey,
but my whole thing is the rest of the team knows. The rest of the team knows that this bitch is not the girl. And they went along with it anyway. So they all deserve this whole getting DQ'd. You know what I mean? They wanted to win that bad that they was like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go along with this charade and make this shit work because we want to win that bad.
Hey, hey, let's get into another funny topic, man.
All
basically, bond was set at $150,000 Thursday for adult woman accused of stealing over $1.5 million of food, basically primarily chicken wings, while working as a consultant for a school district in South Suburban Cook County. Her name is Vera Liddell. She's 66, and she began working as a director of food services for Harvey School District 152 in July 2020. And the fraud began at the height of COVID, during students were not allowed to be physically present in school. Even though the children were learning remotely, the school district continued to provide meals for the students that their families could pick up. Court records accused Liddell of ordering more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings from the school district's food provider and then picking up the order in a district cargo van between July 2020 and February 2022. District funds were used to pay for the food. The alleged scheme was uncovered by the district's business manager during a routine mid-year audit. The manager found the district was $300,000 over its annual food service budget, despite only being halfway through the school year.
Bro, they like $11,000 worth of chicken, or no, 1.5 million. I thought it was 11,000.
No, it was 11,000 cases of chicken wings.
1.5 million. Damn, this lady wanted to start her own business.
Got too greedy, bro.
She wanted to be Hattie B's.
She's like, yo, I'm gonna be the next Wingstop, bro.
She's charged with felony theft and count of financial crimes.
Now she wing caught.
She's also charged for some good ass chicken.
Bro, I bet
and
that.
She was a nice lady, man. You know that food was good, dog.
Mm-hmm. How long did she get in jail? She probably made all sorts of money out of it. How long you think she get in jail? 5 years, maybe.
She had to be. I just want to know.
It'll be less than a dime. It'll be less than a dime.
How was she selling it? Was she selling it out of house? Was she selling it to restaurants? Because they said it was an enterprise.
Oh,
so she had to be selling it to like restaurants or something.
People always gotta hustle. This is what I'm finding out now, bro.
This would have been a dope ass Luke Cage episode, bro.
It would have been.
Oh, definitely.
Girl, why are you stealing this chicken? You know the kids in Harlem need that chicken. I need my money. Kids in Harlem need their food too.
Copperhead want that chicken.
She throw the hot oil on them and it just sizzles.
Cottonmouth need that chicken. Hey, I want to see the biopic of this movie. I want Viola Davis to play this lady.
Oh yeah.
The news said this is
Walter haircut.
A criminal enterprise, dog. She was hustling, bro. Why sell drugs when you can sell chicken?
That's right.
Dude, like we went grocery shopping this last Friday, bro. But them chicken prices ain't no joke, dog. No joke. Like especially because the Super Bowl coming up.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If she would have been in my neighborhood selling chicken,
I would have been over there too. You best believe me. I'll be right behind you, dude. I'll be right behind you.
With that enterprise, bro. I would have been buying that chicken, dog. I would say fuck Walmart. I'm buying chicken from Vera, I think that's her name. Hey,
she's selling 25 wings,
Miss Bella house.
$12.
Hey, Miss Bella walking. She driving around the neighborhood with like the motherfuckers that sell meat off the back of their truck and shit. You got the refrigerator trucks. Hey,
driving in a stolen Schwann's truck. She bought one.
Vera, dog. Vera, that's her name. Vera. Hey, Vera would have really been
Miss
getting
Vera.
a lot
I'm
of
going to
money,
Miss Vera.
dog.
I'm going to get some chicken from Miss Vera.
You
Hell
and what's the
yeah.
name need to get together. What's the name? Paula Dean. Paula Dean and her need to get together and do their own show.
Shit,
Right.
hey, I ain't even mad at her hustle,
I
bro.
ain't mad
Like
at
it's
it.
sad she got caught. Hey, if she would have been in Smyrna
I'm
selling
just
that
surprised
chicken,
they
bro,
said a criminal
I would have been one
enterprise
of her
though.
best customers, dog. I would have been itching, scratching. Hey man, I
But
need
what
some
if
more
she
of
was
that
like
chicken
stealing from the
barrel.
rich to give to the poor? You know what I'm saying?
I'll see what I can do, man. I see.
I
Hold
mean,
on now, calm down,
nah,
junkie.
it
Calm down,
it could
junkie.
it could be a situation like Scripps is saying, um like a Robin Hood ish type of situation. Like she's probably getting the cut, but she's getting whoever's buying the chicken from her is getting a discount anyway.
Yeah.
So it's win-win
Maybe
on
the,
their
the
part.
kids and the families can afford food really
I'm just
around.
mad at the motherfucker who stitched on her and shut this whole shit down.
He got
Kids ain't
busted
finna
with
eat.
a 20 piece. Where do you get that 20 piece from? What do you mean? I got it from there.
Yeah.
Hey,
They yank it from it and taste like they do cocaine and rub it in their gums. Yeah, this is school chicken.
Miss Bella.
100%.
Whatever.
100% school chicken.
I knew it smelled like Smyrna High. It's Miss Bella, cuz.
Shout out to Miss Vera, man.
Miss Vera.
Hey,
Miss
Vera, hey, fuck, what's the name? Hey, fuck, what's his
Hattie
name?
B's?
Huh?
You talking about Hattie B's?
Nah, dog, Vera's the real dealer, bro.
She the
Nikki
real
Barnes, forget Nikki Barnes and all them. Who else? Nikki Barnes. You got
Big
who else?
Larry Hoover.
Larry Hoover. You
Hey.
got Big Meech. Vera Liddell was the real one, dog. She
Hey,
real deal, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, so they Snowfall's about to end. So they do a new season or a new series. It's called it's like something about chicken wings.
It's called legs.
Wangs. It's called Wangs.
Called flats.
Wangs. Yeah, yeah.
This deserves an episode, bro.
This do the episode, bro. Hey, I
want
want
to be on BMF.
I want
BMF. The lady selling chicken wings over here,
bro. She got this one, bro. It's funny.
Hey, let's get on to our last topic, man.
Topic.
You know, the trailer came out. It's about George Foreman biopic. It's called The Big George Foreman, the miraculous story of the once and future heavyweight champion of the world. Basically, it's been a biopic. It stars Chris Davis from Judas and the Black Messiah. He's playing Foreman. It also features Jasmine Matthews, Sullivan Jones, Lawrence Gillard Jr., Johns Magaro, Sonia Son, and Forrest Whitaker, who's playing his basically is kind of his mentor. The film is directed by George Tillman Jr., and the script is also co-written by Frank Baldwin and Tillman Jr. And it talks about his struggle through childhood, being a gold medalist, fighting Muhammad Ali, to him leaving the ring, then coming back to the ring, almost dying. The movie will come in theaters April 28th of this year.
Dude, like I didn't know he almost died in the ring. Well, not in the ring, but outside the ring. I didn't like watching that trailer. I actually learned new shit about him. Like, because I always wondered when I saw him fighting as a kid, he was already big. He was a big dude.
He was
knocking motherfuckers out. And I was like, who is this big dude? Like he like my uncle or somebody up here smacking these dudes around. But I didn't like. And then I saw as I got older, I saw older pictures of him when he was young, and this motherfucker was like Apollo Creed and shit.
Yeah, with a big ass forehead.
Yeah, that's the pictures. Like when I was like you, the same way, Jay. When I first saw him, I saw he was big, and then I was like, who was that fighting Muhammad Ali?
Yeah,
falling on the ground and all. They're like, that's George Foreman. I was like, nah, that's not the same.
Yeah, that's
George
what I said.
Foreman. He got an afro. I'm used to him being bald headed.
He's bald headed, and he got no grill in his hand. They ain't George Foreman.
I didn't realize he was boxing like that, dog. Like when he left the ring, came back, and then got a ring.
Because it was a big joke, you know what I'm saying? Because like he was big, like he was way bigger than he used to be. He named all his kids George. You know what I'm saying? It was a big joke and all that shit. But this motherfucker, he was knocking motherfuckers out when he came back, bro. It's crazy. And then He made that money when he did the George Foreman grill. It's almost a staple appliance in the kitchen.
Yeah, he made an empire off that, dog.
Yeah. I might have to buy me another one, man. I threw my last one away a long time ago.
I'm telling you,
Hey,
man.
any college students or high school students, if you're staying in a dorm, apartment, or anything, get a George Foreman grill.
It's a dank ass way to make a good grilled cheese real quick. I'll tell you that.
Real quick.
Hell yeah. My dad used to make them all the time on that George Foreman grill.
3-4 of them at a time, too.
At a time. Hey.
Yeah.
All thing you need was the chicken lady, dog.
Yeah. Hey, that's one thing. My parents got that divorce, dog. My first thing, my dad had that apartment, had that George Foreman grill, dog. He wasn't scared to use that.
Let me tell you two things. Always get a prenup and always get a George Foreman grill. God damn it. That's what my dad would always say. Get a prenup.
I'm down to watch this. I'm down to watch this shit though.
It's made by Sony. Like, am I gonna go to theaters to watch it? No. But if I catch it like on HBO Max or Showtime or on television, I will watch it.
With this being a Sony movie, I'm pretty sure you'll probably find this on Stars first.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm pretty sure this will be on Stars first, but hell, I'll even rent it once it comes digital, bro. I'm actually interested to see. I didn't know he was a preacher and shit.
I didn't either.
I just found that out just in the trailer alone. So that's what piqued my interest and shit. I was like, damn, there's more to the story. So I'm down for it. Plus, I'm gonna go to Target and buy me another George Foreman grill too. For the
now they got the grill, the air fryer.
Yeah, the air fryer became the new George Foreman grill, but we had to show the youngins how it was like.
Yeah, because the first thing, George was the first person to really take the fat out of foods.
Mm-hmm.
I know about. Now there might have been some way before that, but George Foreman grill was the first thing to take all the fat out.
Like you would cook these burgers and the fat literally dripped into that drip pan that nobody wants to clean. You know what I'm saying? It all drips there, and you can pull out a whole cup of fat just off of a couple burgers and shit.
Your arteries just felt better after you ate it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was like the electric car of fucking stoves and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the George Foreman grill was ahead of his time, dog. Real talk.
Real talk, bro.
Real talk.
But that's all our topics, man. Let's close class, man. Close session. Go ahead and start off scripts.
Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been listening. I know been all over the place, schedules and stuff. So anybody still listening, everything, we appreciate it. Value you guys. I know we started late today. I hear about it later. You know,
yeah, man, we had people sleeping.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn motherfucker. Damn years. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. Man, I'm just so appreciative everybody's listening. Appreciative of all the hate mail I've been getting about being an Eagles fan the last week. Appreciate all you haters out there say the Eagles ain't got a chance against the Chiefs. Y'all said that against the Niners too, and then Brock Purdy was out the first time he snapped the ball, so I didn't know what was going on here. But I appreciate Quinn. Quinn actually messaged me the other day. He goes, "Hey man, hey man, hey, I hope y'all win the Super Bowl, man." I said, I said, you don't mean that, Quinn. He said, hey man, and Mika Parsons rooting for y'all, man. I'm rooting for y'all, man. I said, I know Patrick Mahomes out here, man.
So you think Quinn is the Jesus of football, bro?
Yeah.
Turn the other cheek.
Man, the dude cracks me up, man. He'll mess with me most random time. Hey man, we need to play some Call of Duty together, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so random when he does, but I mean that's all I got, guys. You can check me out. Oh, by the way, Volk has a new song out. One of the people that we checked out, they did a Phil Collins cover. So check them out.
Yeah, they got a show tomorrow actually. I thought I was going to be able to go to the show. I'm not going to be able to hit the show. But they got a show in Nashville tomorrow. So shout out to Volk.
Shout out to Volk, man.
Man, for me, you can catch us all at on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at The Unintelligent Graduates. Man, drop us a line at The Unintel Grad. Give us any kind of questions. Tell us what you want us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw that shit on the air. As for me, man, you can find me on Twitter at KuyaJ64, Instagram at KuyaJ_64, and on Twitch at Hey KuyaJ. But salam out to everybody who's been listening to us, everybody who's watching us right now. I appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on the next one. That's all I got.
You can find me, Sir Esters, on all platforms. And to piggyback off what Jay was saying, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, The Unintelligent Graduates, Twitter, The Unintel Grads. And if you listen to us on Apple, give us 5 stars. Tell the whole world about us. Thank you. And I have a quote here by we was just talking about him. Got a quote here by George Foreman. Basically, he says, many people fail not so much because of their mistakes. They fail because they are afraid to try. So take that in consideration. You do not need.
He tried Muhammad Ali a few times.
You do not need a 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you bet in yourself, you're becoming a graduate. And yeah, you might say these 3 fellows are unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show and we're the unintelligent graduates. And we're out. Peace.
That man tried Muhammad too many times.